Chances are that if you're struggling with debt, you probably heard of something called debt consolidation programs or debt settlement programs, and probably a lot of other similarly named programs that might be the exact same thing. But here's the problem. A lot of these are not just consolidating your debts together, they may very much come with significant trade-offs that you were not aware of when you first signed up. So let's get into it. Hi, my name is Chelsea and I'm with Ascend Finance, and in this video, I'm going to break down when these programs actually make sense for your situation and when they don't. Before we jump in, just as a quick heads up, we built a free debt relief calculator that's linked below, and that helps compare your options based on your specific situation. And it shows you what your monthly payment could look like, what the total cost could be, and how each option may impact your credit. It only takes about 2 minutes to take, and it gives you a clear breakdown so that you're not guessing. All right, so let's answer this main question. Are these programs actually good or are they bad? And the honest answer is, it depends. Instead of giving you a vague answer, I'm going to walk you through 3 clear signs that will help you figure out if this is actually the right direction for you. Let's get into it. The first sign is if you're about to fall behind. If you're looking at your finances and realizing you're about to fall behind on your credit cards or your personal loans, here's the reality. Most of these programs are built around negotiating past due debt, not current debt. So, if you're still keeping up with payments, this may not be the right starting point for you. But if you're getting to a point where you cannot keep up anymore, that's where these programs come into play. So, this is where a lot of confusion happens when you hear the words debt consolidation, because a lot of times what's actually being offered is what's called debt settlement. It's important to understand what you're actually signing up for, is the bottom line. Most of the time, people are going for things such as a loan, but you might actually be signing up for a program where your credit takes a hard hit in order for your debt to be settled for less after you fall past due. With these programs, you're stopping paying your creditors, you're setting money aside in a separate account, and then your balances are being negotiated for less. So to clarify, a settlement is a program, and it's a lot different than a loan. In a settlement program, the intention is to settle it for less, and keep in mind, this comes with its own set of trade-offs. The second sign is if you're already behind, and maybe you don't qualify for options such as Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Chapter 7 is designed to eliminate unsecured debt completely, but for this option, you do have to qualify based on your income. And here's something most people don't realize. There are situations where Chapter 7 can actually be cheaper, faster, and simpler than going through one of these settlement programs. And guess what? The negative impacts might just be exactly the same. Keep in mind though, if you don't qualify for the Chapter 7, then you're usually looking at either a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, which is also referred to as a wage earner's bankruptcy, or a debt settlement, a program to, you guessed it, settle your debt. And depending on your numbers, a Chapter 13 may actually cost you quite a bit more if you have high valued assets above your state's exemptions, or if in general you just naturally have disposable income after all your month's expenses. And that's honestly why comparing these numbers is the most important part. Sign number 3, your debt is already in collections. If your debt is already past due, marked as charged off in your credit report, or sold to a debt collections agency. Because at this point, your creditors may already be open to negotiating. And that's exactly what these programs are designed for, resolving debts that are already in distress. And this is exactly where the calculator below comes extremely helpful, because it lets you compare all of these options side by side based on your specific situation. Now, let's talk about the part that doesn't always get explained clearly, and that's the trade-offs. Yes, this option allows your total debt to be reduced, but in most cases, your credit score will likely drop, there is a chance you might owe taxes on these forgiven debts, and there is a real risk of collections in even lawsuits. Now, if you're still current on your payments but feel stuck making minimum payments and you're not making any progress, there honestly could be more proactive options to consider. Options such as nonprofit credit counseling, also called debt management, may help reduce interest rates and simplify your payments without requiring you to fall past due. At the end of the day, this isn't about whether these programs are good or bad. It's about whether they match your situation. The right option depends on where you are today, not just what sounds appealing. So here's what I recommend. Take our free debt relief calculator, and it's linked below, It's going to show you your options, estimated costs, and what your situation can look like so you can make the most informed decision. And if you're looking for something totally different, like a consolidation loan as an option, go watch our next video where we break down how those actually work and when they make sense, because they're very, very, very different from the option that we covered today. If this helped you better understand your options, I'd really appreciate a like on the video. And if you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.